Talk to me about Harry and Meghan, because it went from being this catastrophic car chase that everyone said, hang on, and the taxi driver said, nothing like that. We've all been in Midtown New York. We know you can't go very fast anyway. What's this about? Is this about trying to get some headlines again and reboot Harry and Meghan?
Of course it is. And it's sick. Their reputation has been entirely shredded, Peter. Think about someone who decides to use their mother's death, a tragedy. We all accept a complete tragedy caused by a drunk driver speeding through a Paris tunnel. But think about someone who uses that to try and get publicity, to try and continue a futile war with the media, which, by the way, in the US is quite rightly protected under the First Amendment of the US Constitution. This is sick. It's twisted, but actually, Peter, I think this car chase farce, because there was no car chase. Surely we all accept that now. The lefty New York mayor accepts that. The driver of the yellow cab accepts that. There was no car chase. So actually, I think this has done Harry and Meghan, critics like me, a favor, because it's proven to the folk in the liberal media in the US that these two are proven compulsive liars. And I think now, Peter, it's actually the responsibility of the media around the world to fact check these two before they go and spout this nonsense.
The couple say they were involved in a, quotes, near catastrophic, close quotes, 2-hour car chase at the hands of paparazzi in Manhattan from 10 o'clock to midnight. Sources close to them say they were followed by half a dozen blacked out vehicles which mounted pavements and skipped red lights. Tonight, The Times reports that Harry told friends it's the closest he's ever felt to understanding what happened to his mother, Princess Diana. A couple for the spokesman for the couple said last night the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Miss Ragland were involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This relentless pursuit lasting 2 hours resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians and 2 NYPD officers. While being a public figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. But by contrast, the New York Police Department statement was, well, it was singularly less dramatic. On Wednesday evening, they said, May 16th, the NYPD assisted a private security team protecting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There were numerous photographers that made their transport challenging. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at their destination and there were no reported collisions, summonses, injuries or arrests in that regard.
I think that's all, exaggerated and stuff like that, so don't read too much into that. New York City is the safest place to be, right? And there's police stations, there's cops on every corner, so there's no need to be afraid in New York.
So I think we have to be extremely responsible. I thought that was a bit reckless and irresponsible. I would find it hard to believe that there was a 2-hour high-speed chase. That would be, I find it hard to believe, but we will find out the exact duration of it. But if it's 10 minutes, a 10-minute chase is extremely dangerous in New York City. We have a lot of traffic, a lot of movement, a lot of people are using our streets. Any type of high-speed chase that involves something of that nature is inappropriate.
Were they going to the Hamptons? Was it an emergency car race to the Hamptons? Because that's the only place that takes 2 hours on a Tuesday night. Right? They're exaggerating because they like being in the public eye. And let's face it, he's been trying to make her into Diana from the moment they started dating. Remember early on, she had like a couple of paps following her and he released the statement like, I'm not going to allow her what to happen to her, what happened to my mother. That's not what's happening. Welcome to being a public figure. Grow up.